The Dogs keep on rolling, Lincoln wins a thriller in extras, and Correlle Prime and the Redhawks take Game 1 in Milwaukee. Welcome to the American Association Whiparound on this Saturday. What a start to the Memorial Day weekend we got last night. A bunch of great new series underway. A lot to get to today. Let's start the action off in Winnipeg. The Goldeyes continuing their long homestand north of the border. They're welcoming in Sioux Falls, and Trevor Achenbach here for the Canaries knots things up at 2 in the top of the 5th with this RBI double. The Canaries later going on to take a big lead in the top of the 7th. Hunter Clannon going deep way out to left. It's a grand slam, and Sioux Falls takes Game 1 by a final of 8-4. To Gary now, Eastern Division rivalry between the Cougars and Railcats, and it was the Cougars getting up big. This is Pete Cosmo with a 2-run double in the 4th to put Kane County up 5-0. Later in the 7th, J.D. Osborne takes one deep out to left, and the Cougars go on to win Game 1 by a final of 9-5. To Lake Country now, Doc Hounds welcoming in the Monarchs, and Chris Herman ties the game up here at 2 runs apiece in the top of the 4th, his 5th home run of the season. In the bottom of the 5th, though, Lake Country gets the lead right back. This is Aaron Simmons going deep for a 2-run shot, putting the Doc Hounds up 5-3. In the 7th, Kansas City down 1. They're now up 1. Dylan Rosa with a 2-run double to put the Monarchs up, and they would stay up by that final of 6-5, taking Game 1 against Lake Country. To Cleburne now, Game 4 between the Dogs and Railroaders, and Josh Altmann, once again, a 3-run shot here, his 7th of the season. He still leads the league. Dogs up 3-0. In the 7th, though, it's Delano DeShields knotting things up at 3 with this RBI single. To the 8th we go now, where Chicago would get the lead right back. This is Cody Bonick with a sacrifice fly, scoring the go-ahead run. Each team would score once more, but Chicago would be able to hang on for a 5-4 victory. They've won the first 4 games of a big series in Cleburne. To Sioux City now, the Explorers welcoming in the Salt Dogs for a weekend set. This was a back-and-forth affair. Daniel Perez here in the bottom of the 3rd, giving the Explorers a 4-3 lead with this 3-run shot. We'll go to the top of the 7th now, where Yanyo Perez, a big fly out to left, flipping the lead, putting the Salt Dogs up 8-7. This game would require extra innings. In the 10th, a wild pitch allows the tying run to score for Sioux City. However, they had a couple more runners on with 1 out. They failed to score the walk-off run, and in the 11th, a wild pitch and a wild throw to 3rd. That's how Nate Sampson comes home to score the winning run. Lincoln takes it by a final of 10-9. Finally, the Miles Wolf Cup final rematch in Milwaukee. How about this? Correlle Prime strikes out the man he was traded for, Drew Ward, and Prime was awesome in this one. 5 no-hit innings with 3 strikeouts. You see him getting Gabriel Conso twice here. He'd get some help from his offense as well. John Silviano, a big fly out to the Terrapin Terrace, a 3-run shot to put the Redhawks up 5-0. The Milkmen would storm back, though. This is Miguel Gomez with a 2-run shot in the 6th, bringing the deficit to just 2. However, in the 9th, Evan Alexander would give Fargo the insurance they need, an RBI double here to put them up 6-4. The Redhawks would win by that final in Game 1. Again, here's your scores from a packed Friday night. A lot of close games, some great series getting underway, and Chicago has already clinched that 6-game series victory in Cleburne. Here's your standings update now. In the East, Chicago at the top, first team to 10 wins in the league, beating out Sioux City for that honor. Gary 2 games back, Milwaukee now 4.5 games back in 4th. Sioux City still on top of the West with that 9-4 record, but Fargo now just a game back, and Kansas City now just 2 games back in 3rd. Tonight, we've got another packed Saturday night, starting with the early game at 4 p.m. in Gary. Otherwise, most games getting underway around that 6 p.m. window, with Game 5 between Chicago and Cleburne getting underway at 7:06. It's beautiful out on this Memorial Day weekend. Go to aabaseball.com to get your tickets and see your teams. But if you can't make it, you can tune in at aabaseball.tv. I'm Matt Yeazel for the American Association, where we play to win.